Good morning students. Hope you people are fine. Now today in this class we are doing the revision of the chapter which is based on simple machines. Now before going to the topic here, let us first let me just tell you what is the meaning of the term machine here. Machine is a device which helps us to do the work more easily. Now here in this chapter we will be taking out the 6 type of machines: lever, pulley, wedge, inclined plane, screw, wheel and axle. Now first of all let us know about something to know about the term lever here. What is a lever? Lever is a simple machine which we commonly use in our daily life. It is a rod which can rotate about the fixed point called the fulcrum. Now what is a pulley? Pulley is also a type of a simple machine which is used for raising a load up by applying the effort downwards. A pulley is generally people are using out to draw the water from the well. It is also being used in the cranes. Now let us go to the next type of simple machine which is known as wedge. What is a wedge? A wedge is a sharp edge formed by joining the two inclined planes together. And before going to the wedge, first of all we should know what is the meaning of the term inclined plane. A sloping or the slanting surface is known as the inclined plane. Now, next type of machine is a screw. What is a screw? A rotating inclined plane is called a screw. Now, let us know something about wheel and axle. What is wheel and axle here? Wheel and axle is also a type of a machine. It is a simple machine having the wheel and an axle. The linear motion of the axle is obtained by rotating the wheel so as to reduce the friction. For example, you can see here the steering wheel of the car. Now, we will be discussing about the 3 types of lever in the same chapter. We are having the 3 types of lever. The lever of first order, in the lever of class 1 order, what happened? Class 1 lever is a type of a lever which is having fulcrum in between the effort and the load. Let me tell you some examples of the lever of first type. In the case of lever of first order, you can take the example of beam balance, a crowbar, claw hammer, pair of scissors, seesaw and a pair of pliers. In the second type of lever, in the second type of what happened? In the second type of lever, the load is in between the fulcrum and the effort, and the examples are nutcracker, wheelbarrow, etc. And what is the third type of lever? What is the condition here? In the third type of lever, the effort is lying between the fulcrum and the load. And what are the examples of the third type of lever? A pair of tongs, force arm holding a load, sugar tongs, forceps, etc. Now, we will be discussing about some of the examples, some of the numericals based on this topic here. We will be studying about the mechanical advantage. What happened? Mechanical advantage. The mechanical advantage of class 1 lever can be 1. It can be more than 1 or it can be less than 1. And the case of second type of lever, the mechanical advantage of class 2 lever is always more than 1. And the third type of lever, mechanical advantage is always less than 1. Now we are having some of the formulas of the mechanical advantage. What is mechanical advantage? The mechanical advantage of the lever, it is the ratio of the effort arm to the load arm. You can write down here, mechanical advantage is equal to effort arm upon load arm. Let us do some of the numericals which are based upon the this mechanical advantage here. The very first solved example which is saying here, let me do the solved example on the board. What they are saying in the first numerical, they are saying here, a machine requires an effort of 10 kgf. That means the effort is equal to 10 kgf, it is given in the question. For a load of, it is already given here as load is equal to 50 kgf. Now we have to calculate the mechanical advantage, and I just now told you what is the formula for mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage, the formula is load upon effort. You substitute the value in this given formula 50 upon 10. So the mechanical advantage is coming equal to 5, and because it is a ratio of the load to the effort, so mechanical advantage is not having any unit. You can directly write down mechanical advantage is equal to 5. Let us come to the second example. In the second example, what they are saying, calculate the mechanical advantage of the lever in which the effort arm is. In the second example, they have given out that the effort arm is equal to 60 centimeter and the load arm, it is given in the question as 4 centimeter. They are asking us again here to find out the mechanical advantage. In the formula to calculate the mechanical advantage, when the effort arm and the load arms are given, you can write here it is equal to effort arm upon load arm. You substitute the value in the given formula 60 upon 4 and the mechanical advantage is coming equal to 15. Let me explain you one more time. When the effort and the load are being given in the question, then you can apply the formula for mechanical advantage as load upon effort. Substitute the value in the given formula, you will be getting the mechanical advantage as 5 because it is the ratio of the load to the effort, so mechanical advantage is not having any unit. In the second solved example, they have given out the effort arm is equal to 60 centimeter and the load arm is being given as 4 centimeter. So apply the mechanical advantage formula again, effort arm upon load arm, substitute the value and you will be getting the answer as 15. Now come to the third solved example. In the third solved example, they have given out here, let us read out the question once. A machine of mechanical advantage 6. In this question, they have given out the mechanical advantage is equal to 6 and the load is also being given here as 120 kgf. Here they are asking us to calculate the effort. Just now we have used one formula. Effort is equal to, you can write down here, load upon mechanical advantage. Substitute the values which are given in the question here. Load is being given as 120 and mechanical advantage is being given here as 6. Cancel out the number, you will be getting here 20 and the unit for the effort will also be equal to kgf. So the answer will be coming equal to 20 kgf. Now let us go to the next example here. Question number 4, which is unsolved question which is given at the back of the chapter. In a machine, an effort of 10 kgf. Here the effort is being given as 10 kgf and the load is being given. Load is given as here as 100 kgf. And again they are asking us to calculate the mechanical advantage. You apply the formula, mechanical advantage is equal to load upon effort. Substitute the value in the given formula, you will be getting this as 100 upon 10 and the answer will be equal to 10 only because it is a ratio. Now let us go to one more question here, solved example number 4. Just read out the question once. A lever of length 1.20 meter. Let me draw out the diagram here. This is the total length of the lever. It is being given as 1.20 meter or you can write down it as 120 centimeter total. Now what happened? Has a load of 50 kgf at a distance of 30 centimeter from one end. Now this is the fulcrum being given. From this end to here, it is being given as 30 centimeter and here a load is being applied. Load is there and at the second end, it is the effort being applied. Now what happened? One end at the fulcrum, at the end of shorter arm. This is the shorter arm and this is the longer arm. The effort is applied at the end of the bigger arm. Here the bigger arm is there, so effort is lying on the bigger arm and the load is applying on the shorter arm. They are asking us here the very first part, the length of the load arm. Now what is the meaning of load arm? Load arm is the distance from the fulcrum to the load. What is this? The very first part is the distance from the fulcrum to the load. This is known as load arm. So the load arm value is coming equal to 30 centimeter. Now second part they are asking us here to find out the effort arm. Now what is the effort arm? Effort arm is the distance between the fulcrum to the effort, that is equal to 1.20 into 100. It is equal to 120 centimeter. Now what is the third part? Third part they are asking us to calculate the mechanical advantage and the formula for calculating the mechanical advantage is effort arm upon load arm. What is this? Substitute the value in the given formula. 120 upon 30. Cancel out the number. Mechanical advantage is coming equal to 4. Now, one more part they are asking us here to calculate the effort. Now, in the fourth part, they are asking us here to calculate the effort. Use the formula. This is equal to, apply the formula for the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is equal to load upon effort. This is the formula that we are using. Mechanical advantage, the value is coming equal to 4 and load we know that it is equal to 50 and effort we have to calculate. So what is the effort? Effort is equal to, you can write here 50 upon 4 and 50 upon 4 is 12.5 kgf. This is the value of the effort. Now one more part they are asking us here, what type of lever is this? This is the lever of class 2 because load is lying between the fulcrum and the effort. I hope you people have understood the questions which I have taken in the class. Please do the revision of all the solved examples and the unsolved also and try to understand the topic once. Thank you for attending the class here.